Welcome to Take a Break with Steve and Nate, a podcast asking the hard-hitting questions that you might be afraid to ask or didn't think about. I'm Nate.
I'm Steve.
Thank you for joining us. And now, let's get to the show.
All right, so to start this thing off, I have to. So you sent me a voicemail before we recorded today, letting me know you'd be good to go and stuff. I have to. So Apple transcribes voicemails for you, so you can read them instead of listen. This one reads at the top. It says transcription low confidence, and I was nervous.
Episode title.
Episode title transcription low confidence. I got the gist of what you said because I actually listened to it. But here's what Apple thinks you were telling me, okay? Starts off great. Hey, buddy, I got your text. I'm driving. So I figured I'd just call. I should be good to report blank. Write, W-R-I-T-E. Have to just... I don't know if you're ready for this. Have to just a baby apple. We can start talking right then. Figure out details. Got to do dear, but should be birthday, and I'll talk to you a little bit. And I'm not making this up. It literally thinks you said baby apple, do dear, and birthday all in the same message.
Oh.
And I can't with Apple sometimes. I do appreciate that they told me it was a low confidence transcription. They're like, maybe this might be what he was talking about. You might have a weird friend.
This is roughly what we think your friend was saying. So is it low confidence in their translation or low confidence in me as a human?
It's like Apple's one of those Twitter bots. It's like, we made this bot will read 1,000 messages from your friend Nathan, and this is what we think he said.
Oh, that's good.
It's fantastic.
That's great.
Oh,
is what
man.
That is.
I am super excited. We had 8 listeners last time.
That's awesome.
Almost 10. Almost.
That is absolutely awesome. We can count at least 9 because I listened, but just to our actual file.
Oh, yeah, no, me too. Obviously.
I have no idea why I didn't actually go to the platform and listen.
I didn't
But
either.
I listened to our actual file. I mean, come on, we could give ourselves viewership right there.
I mean, why
20% increase if we had both.
I don't know why we didn't.
Okay, we'll do that this time. We'll make sure.
All right, so who wants to start off the questions this week?
Let's start off with a softball question.
Okay.
The ideal place to live.
Ideal place to live. Ooh, that's an interesting question. Ideal place to... Are we talking real or are we talking fantasy?
Let's go real, because we did fantasy last time. Let's go with real this time.
Ideal place to live. I mean, obviously, anywhere but America is great right now because, America. We're not doing so hot with vaccines and whatnot. So, but if I'm talking like in general, like politics aside, I would probably have to say London for me. There's so much about the English culture that I'm excited. I like BBC and going to Scotland. It's beautiful countryside and stuff. Like that would probably be my first choice. Plus, it's the birthplace of like theater, like the Globe Theater and Shakespeare and all that.
Which, I mean, that's just you in a nutshell.
What about you?
So I've had a couple different things on it, and I can't remember where it was I saw it. There was this video series I watched a while back about a guy that used to live here in the U.S., lived in Canada for a while, and then we got married and had kids. Him and his wife moved their kids to, I want to say, I could be wrong on this, I'd have to double check. It was Norway, because it was the most kid-friendly place in the world.
Really?
As long as I'm thinking the right place, just because the way this thing was described, they had like videos and pictures and stuff where there wasn't a time of day where kids weren't out playing at the parks, walking, like school-age kids walking everywhere by themselves. The entire town was bicycle-based. Like the grocery stores didn't have parking spots for cars. They had bike spots. And that's just how this town was set up. I'm like, man, I would love a place where I don't have to worry about my kids are safe in my own backyard, let alone just in town in general. Or, honestly, just, Courtney and I have talked about it a lot, we would love just to move to the country, just out of the city in general.
That actually brings me to my next question.
Okay.
What's your dream job?
Dream job.
Like, let's say you got this job, hands down, it's yours. What job would that be?
I want to run a small farm.
You want to run a small farm?
Mm-hmm. I want my own little farm that's just off the beaten path, not too far out necessarily. But I want to be able to raise what animals I want: chickens, goats, donkeys. Kids and I talk about wanting donkeys all the time, just for the fun of it. And that truly is what we would love to have, is to have our own little farm, and then I could do some handyman service work on the side like I like doing.
Nice. That would be nice. That's not for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's not for me. I was raised in the city. I'm city boy.
Well, I mean, I was raised in the city too, but that's still.
Is that still your dream? No, that's cool. I like the idea.
It's totally okay that you don't like that.
I see you as a farmer. Like, I see you on a farm. Like, I can see that. Just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that's the guy that wants to be on a farm full time.
Absolutely. I love the idea, and I've had people come to me and say, "Oh, well, you pick up that type of career, you're gonna die on your tractor." I'd rather die on my tractor than die at a desk. So, okay.
You'd be fine with that. That's the way you want to go?
How about you? I'll throw that one right back at you.
Okay. Okay, so let me preface this. Amanda and I just watched the movie The Internship. Have you seen it?
Have not.
Okay, so it's this fantastic film with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. Guys in their 40s just lost their job, get an internship at Google. I watched that movie and I was like, there's no way all that's true about Google. Google is the most fantastic place I've ever seen to work for technology.
Aren't they like, don't they have like foosball tables and like the break room?
Foosball tables, free food, nap pods. Their whole campus is 26 acres.
Okay.
They have bikes that you use to get around campus because it's 26 acres. I'm like, if I were able to do this job with all the technology work that I would get to do and be at Google, dream job right there. Dream job. Except all the work that they have to put in to do it. Like, you have to be there most of the day. Like, you're working nonstop around the clock. So there's not really a lot of time for family life.
Right.
That kind of that shuts it all down for me. But if that wasn't the case, dream job right there. Dream job.
Okay. I can get behind that.
We actually have viewer questions this week.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
All three of these come from the same guy. This is Rev from Food at the Table podcast asked us, who's the best Power Ranger?
So, you're going to hurt me. I have only ever seen the very first ever incarnation of Power Rangers.
So have I. I'm not going to hurt you. That's the only... Okay, that one and the Turbo Rangers movie are the only things I've ever seen.
I wasn't allowed to watch them growing up.
See, my mom wouldn't want us to watch them growing up because we like to imitate Power Rangers, fight each other. But okay, let's put it back at the original incarnation then. Who's your favorite? Who's the best one of the original incarnation?
It is I may be getting them mixed up, but one of them is like a really smart guy. And I want to say he was the Green Ranger?
Blue Ranger.
It was the Blue Ranger?
Blue Ranger.
Okay, so as a person, I liked that guy the best, but I always thought the Green Ranger was the better fighter.
Oh, for sure. That's who I would say is the best.
So yeah, I always liked the Green Ranger as a ranger himself. But as like a person, Blue Ranger was like the coolest guy.
Yeah, agreed.
How about you?
I'm
just Green Ranger?
Green Ranger all the way. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was also the White Ranger at one point.
Yes.
Because
that was like towards the end of their run with that one, wasn't it?
That was a quality twist right there.
That was good.
Rev also asked, should pineapple be on pizza?
Absolutely. Had one Thursday.
Oh man. See, this is where we disagree. I can't do it. I can't do pineapple on pizza.
It's a nice extra sweet twist to it. Oh, it's just so good.
The only thing that should be sweet about your pizza should be the sauce at any point.
Now, wait. A red sauce that's sweet, or are we talking like a sweet barbecue sauce?
A red sauce.
See, now no. I can't stand a sweet red sauce. That's got to have like a zing to it. Get some heat coming from the sauce.
You want some heat on your sauce. See, if I want heat, I put some sriracha on my pizza or something.
Yeah, that's true. And the banana pepper that comes on the side.
Oh, I don't do banana peppers.
Oh,
Oh man,
seeds and all. Just everything but the
everything but the. Oh man,
you gotta do it all at once. If you take it slow, you're gonna wimp out on it. But you just take one bite, take the whole thing at once.
no, you will not convince me otherwise. That is no, absolutely not.
That's all right. That's all right. But it also needs the ham to go with the pineapple.
Now, if you're gonna do pineapple, ham is the only acceptable.
That or Canadian bacon.
I mean, same thing, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
All
right, what else has Rev got for us?
He's got one more for this week. Should Taco Tuesday be a mandatory thing worldwide?
Are there countries that don't eat tacos?
I think every country's got their own version of a taco. I'll put it out to that.
In that case,
like if we're talking,
then I think everyone should have.
If we're talking Tuesday. Like that country gets to make their version of a taco, sure.
Oh, that would be amazing. Then you could do like a around the world in 80.
Around the world in 80 shells.
Yes, there we go. Around the world in 80 shells.
That would be a great comedy movie. I'm not gonna lie. Just an entire movie about two guys traveling the world, eating every taco they can find, every kind of taco. Although that actually sounds like a documentary show, just like a food show,
like Diners, Drive-In, Dives or something.
But for taco.
That would be amazing and very fattening.
That would be good but bad at the same time for me.
Unless you did Amazing Race style, where like you had to run to the taco
competition.
Places. Yes, who can get to the taco stand first?
Okay, no, I could get behind that. That would be.
All right,
that would be nice.
So whenever one of us becomes billionaire, we'll take a vacation and we'll do this.
We'll just take a vacation and become billionaires and just eat tacos all the time. As long as I can bring my taco sauce with me, I'll eat any taco.
What's the taco sauce?
You're gonna hate me. I do Taco Bell's taco sauce
on everything.
Everything, bro.
Man, everything. That's just it's so mainstream.
It's good though. Mainstream or not, it's good.
It's all right.
It's all right. All right, give me your next question.
What is your all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie? See, you got to ask the hard questions because.
I mean, you're going to put in the show notes hard-hitting questions.
I did. I watch so much movie and TV, it's ridiculous. So picking a favorite is going to be a process. So let me break this down. Are we talking all genres, all-time favorite?
Okay. Let's do it this way. The movie that you are willing to watch over and over again.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that actually ties into my question, my next question, which was what's your sick day movie? So we'll put those together. We'll put those together. Like so let's see. I'm gonna have to go classic. Because this is the movie that I used to watch ad nauseum, like all the time. And that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That is an amazing rewatchable movie.
I've seen that movie so many times. I'm almost at the point where I can quote it while it plays, but, I have ADHD, so my memory's not that great. What about you? What's your sick day movie? What's your greatest?
It'd be Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, that is a beautiful film.
Yes.
Such a beautiful film.
And it's getting a manga TV show adaptation.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so beautiful.
It's going to be amazing. Fun fact, that is the only manga I've ever actually read start to finish.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read one. Oh, man.
Okay, let me preface with this. I've not seen the new Spider-Man yet.
Okay.
Have you seen it yet?
Yes.
Okay, so you may have some more insight that'll help you answer this question than I do.
Okay.
Who has been the best actor to play Spider-Man?
Oh, okay. We're going to break this down.
No spoilers on the new one.
I won't. Amanda and I have talked about this so much, like that we have this conversation. So
did Courtney and I, so this works out.
Tobey Maguire was great as Peter Parker. Okay, he had the nerdy down.
First two movies, I'll give that to you.
Okay, yeah, we're going to leave the third one out of this equation.
Okay.
Andrew Garfield was great as Spider-Man. He had the quips. He had the athletics going.
Yes.
Tom Holland has been the only one out of the three that can do both and do it well.
Agreed.
He's got the athletics, he's got the nerdiness, he's got the look. He's Peter Parker and Spider-Man. To me,
He actually looks 15 instead of 30.
exactly. He looks like he should be in high school and not working behind a counter or something.
There's a reason that Tobey Maguire had to go to college at the beginning of his first movie.
Exactly.
No one believed that man was in high school.
No. So, I'm going to say Tom Holland has been the best one so far. You agree with that?
I like Tom Holland the best overall.
Yeah.
I have to pick on my wife a little bit and say that hers is Tobey Maguire. She has some sort of weird crush on the dude, I swear. But I don't get it.
I mean, I liked him as a kid. He was a great Spider-Man. But after the third one, it's just hard to...
He does get a special place, I think, in everyone's heart.
Nostalgia.
For the nostalgia fact. He was the first big superhero that most of us saw to screen.
Him and Willem Dafoe together in that film is just...
Willem Dafoe. Oh. I mean, he's just an amazing actor.
Oh.
Everything he does is just wonderful.
Yes, agreed. All right, so I had a last question, but I'm going to replace it with a viewer question we just got in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So this question comes from a near and dear friend of the podcast, your wife, Courtney.
Oh.
She asked if you could have any occupation in the world, what would it be? Now, she did note, not job, but what passion would you turn into an occupation?
Passion would turn into occupation. Okay.
I like this difference because we did talk about what's our dream job, but this is what passion would you turn into an occupation?
All right.
I don't know if that changes anything for you because
it actually does.
Okay,
it does.
Let's dive into this.
All right, you want to go first? You got it.
You go first. I asked the question. Let's.
Passion I would turn into an occupation would be woodworking.
Woodworking.
But not just any woodworking. I truly would go like full out on this. I've always pictured having a woodworking shop that you would think like Noah would have had set up for building the ark.
You would be the Noah of our generation.
I would. I'm working on the beard. I got 300 years to go, but I think I can get there.
I think.
I would love to have a woodworking shop with no electrical tools.
Interesting.
I would love to be able to use an actual like planer. My hammer would be made out of like, I don't know, like a stick in a rock or something like that for a hammer with chisels and stuff.
Wait, so you don't even want like modern day tools? You just want old stuff.
I want super old school tools.
So wooden mallet. You need a wooden mallet. That's what you need. That's a good option. Like I could see you doing that. Like we're gonna go see Nate. He's making something.
I mean, I would love it. I would have like the leather bibs on. Like old school looking like stuff. Oh, I mean, I would love to turn that into an actual career.
People are like, who's the guy with the wood shop? Oh, that's Noah. I mean Nathan. My bad.
Exactly. Courtney's question back at you.
Back at me. Okay. Well, I gave this some thought, and mine would be acting. If I could turn that into an occupation, I would do that. Voice acting on stage, film, TV, doesn't matter. I would do it.
I can absolutely see this.
Because I love it. I love acting. I do plan on joining a community theater after I get out of school and are settled in a job. But like, if I could turn that into an occupation full on, that would be my job. Like, I would do that.
I can absolutely see this, and I will try and come see every single play you're in.
Once I'm in plays, I will let you know.
Yes.
Till then, I will be in school and trying not to fail.
Don't try too hard. It makes it worse.
Yeah, I know. You got any more questions this week?
Only one more. It's a kind of good wrap-up question if you're ready for it.
Let's do it.
What is a goal you have for this year?
A goal I have for this year.
Yes. What will Steven at the end of 2022 look back and tell Steven at the beginning of 2022, I succeeded at this?
All right, let's go serious because I do have a goal this year, and I'm going to go serious with this.
Okay.
My goal for this year is to actually work things out with my mom. I've had some issues with her lately, and That's my goal this year. Is I'm gonna sit down with her and actually talk things out and get into a place where we're actually, seeing each other again and talking. Yeah, that's my goal. What about you?
I can't top that one, so I don't know what to say. I mean, mine was to eat a churro
Ooh, that's a
for
good
the
goal
first
though.
time. Like, I don't know if I've ever actually had one, so that was kind of
I'm sure you could go to like Taco Bell or somewhere and get a churro.
okay. So yeah, then I have had them because Taco Bell does have them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, never mind. That goal is taken out the one. Thank you. 1997, my goal. Let's see. No, for this year, it's not necessarily one specific thing. It's more of an overarching thing. I've been having a really big struggle with once I'm done at work for the day, having the emotional energy to really invest into the kids. And my goal for this year is to not let that happen anymore. I'm going to stop. I want to stop letting work take so much of my emotional energy and stamina that I'm not able to be the dad and the husband I'm supposed to be.
That's a fantastic goal to have. I love that.
That's me for this year.
That's you for this year. Just better dad, better husband.
Working on being that steward of what God's provided me with.
I like it. There you go. There you go. I love it. Well, I think that about wraps it up for today.
Yeah, good episode.
Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Hope everybody listening had a lot of fun today. If you guys want to send us questions, we do have our email address, stevenatebreak@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @SteveandNate. Yeah, and be sure to share this with friends. Send in questions. We clearly do take your questions because we had a lot today.
That's awesome.
The response that I have from asking people about questions that they had for us was it was immediate. Like, here's some questions. I got some random for you. And I'm like,
I'm okay with this. I would be totally fine if the whole show was questions that viewers came up with for us.
Shower us with these questions, people.
And I want to throw out there if there's any other segment styles that our listeners want. If there's something that you guys want us to do, it's more than this Q&A session idea. Hey, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, I'd be up for that too. Send it in. Let us know, and we will definitely try and work it into the show. So, big news, we are actually live. Like, we are up and streaming on multiple platforms now.
Yes.
I got us up on Google Podcasts. We are up on Apple Podcasts. I believe we're going to be up on Stitcher soon, if not already. And with Apple Podcasts, we are also up on Overcast. So we are up on multiple platforms already.
Fantastic.
That wraps up the housekeeping stuff that we have to do for today. I've been Steve.
And I've been Nate.
And thank you for taking a break with us, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to another installment of Take a Break with Steve and Nate. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss out on our break time.